I am running multiple projectors at the same time. I got my PC running over here, Fire Stick running at the bottom. Let me see. Gotta change to something else. Mr. Doodah got in trouble getting himself doing too much. I requested him not to walk in front of the screens multiple times, and he did it anyway. So he got himself in trouble as always. Always. So he's in this little area right now. I gotta go clean up his toys and stuff, get the floor straightened, and get ready to set the other projector up. I wonder if we'll get the room for that to even stretch from A to B. I don't know. So I want to do several demonstrations a day. I need them for the site. Because like I said, we've been rebuilding the site, making it look much more sleeker, much more, advanced. Took off a lot of the clutter off the site that was plaguing the site to begin with. That had to be removed. And tweaking the search engine optimizer so we can get our videos to produce better on the AI for Google. So that's what we've been working on that right now, on basically integrating all the videos on the account. But anyway, let me get my spray out of the way. We had to redirect heat on where it needs to go. He has heat on him because the heat monger has to have heat constantly all the time on him. He likes heat. So what I have on the floor is the Sony VPL CS100. That's what's sitting on the floor right now. And what's on the table over top that one is, well, let me get the prices. The Sony VPL CS100 on the floor is $10. It's 720p. The one up top is an Epson Paralight S6. What is going on with the shoe legs? What's going on? Keep popping out. Get in there. Hold on a minute. Having a shoelace fight over here. And my laces, for some reason, they don't act right. It popped out. I'm trying to put them back in. I just don't seem to want to go back into the groove. Get in there. Okay, is a Epson Paralight S6. That cost me $16.25. And on the side of me, which I'm about to set up in a few minutes, the other projector is a Chrissy LW400. It cost me $50. So altogether, my full cost to do a multi-screen setup in a fully lit environment cost me $60.25. That's it. Now, would the same application work on a gray screen? Absolutely not. As I said before, contrast. You need those contrast levels. They're very important that you pull those contrast levels. So it's needed. Like right up top, that's the contrast level. That's needed. With all the light we have here, gray screen wouldn't even survive with all that. Or a white screen wouldn't survive either. So no, they can't operate on multi-screen setups. We've done these before. Actually, I need to upload videos to the website, and the multi-video setups we have are old. So they got to be, this is the new stuff. Oh, and yeah, screen was painted last night. So a friend came in and helped me out with the whole thing. He did cover the walls and everything so the walls don't get touched. I didn't feel like removing each panel and painting it, so I just went over the whole entire thing. That's the Legendary sitting up there right now. So pretty soon, the one sitting on the floor, giant screen right there, is going to the shop today, and that's going to be equipped with Legendary. We've got 3 gallons of it, but that's just for us to play around with and have some fun with it. When we have it for customers, when we make it, the batch number is going to be 10 gallons. So it'll be in his shop. That's where we're going to make it at. The new shop that we're getting, we're going to be to make it, process it, and keep it there. But we're probably going to do verification someplace else. I doubt we're going to have to keep up with this verification thing, and I'll tell you why. The verification was for when we had issues with people making false complaints about our products. That's what the verifications were for, to protect our company. But now that we can walk into a courtroom, I mean, we found out, a couple months ago that we don't have to no more, worry about flying over to another state to handle a situation. We can just take you to court here. Pennsylvania has a different rule. Not only Pennsylvania, but Pennsylvania has a different rule for prosecuting people that, from a different state. We don't have to now travel, have to do this and the other. We can just bring you here and prosecute you. And if you said the product doesn't work, then what we'll do is we'll challenge it in the court of law. That's what we're going to do. It's just simple and plain. That's all. If you feel that strongly it doesn't work, then instead of going through this whole batch number verification and all that stuff, we do all this testing. We're the only company who does this much testing on their product and actually shows the test demonstrations. A lot of companies that make screen paints don't show their test demonstrations. We do. We show you the difference in our products versus black paint. I can tell you that half of the stuff I've seen out there doesn't even have that type of testing done. You don't even know half of the stuff out there will match house paint. You don't know that, but our stuff, we can back our stuff. We've done the tests already. So instead of the batch number verification, we're going to take it to court. So we can do this two ways. We go through PayPal, and we can take PayPal to court too on top of that. Oh yeah, we can bring PayPal to court. That's not a problem. So if we don't feel like we're not satisfied with PayPal's decision or biased, we can literally take PayPal to court. And PayPal know they will lose this because we've been with them for over 15 years, and they know our track record, they know the type of stuff we design, all that stuff. You know, every year I got to go through some verification stuff with them, and they got to know all about this and that, and videos and customer review. I got to know all that stuff. So you have to go through that. But anyway, yeah, we have a great track record with PayPal. So with that being said, no more batch numbers. From now on, we have a problem, we bring it to court. That's what's going to happen from now on. Because again, we do all this testing, tons of testing, demonstrations that no one does. Right now I'm here to set up a multi-projector setup at $60.25 when you got somebody online right now with the ultra short throw they can't even see at a foot. These projectors are way past a foot. So we could do this in here with no problem. If I can go on site and show multiple setups with my projectors and someone comes in and says it looks too dark, it doesn't pick up, I can't see it, we'll challenge you in court. That's how we're going to do it. None of that. I don't got time for batch number verifications and all that stuff. We'll back it up in the courtroom in front of a judge. Only problem is going to cost you, because time costs me money. And this means we'll take small claims. We'll go there. It's an easy lawsuit. We can sue you from anywhere from $1,000 to 12 grand. I think $1,000 is worth my time right there. We're good at $1,000 for a complaint. So again, we do all this testing. Everybody else, man, there's stuff I can easily find all types of freaking flaws in their stuff easily. Right now, if I made this a challenge, how many challenges have we put out so far that no one's matched yet? If I make a page special to challenges, we would run out of room. So if I make a challenge right now for this, how many people right now today is going to do this? I can show a star field, I can show snow levels, I can do what I want on a multi-screen setup. How many of you can do this right now? You can't show the star field because you can't read it. But I'm going to make it a challenge just to prove my point. How many people will do a multi-screen setup? Mind, your price tag has to be under $70. Now look at the fear sitting in already. See? So, you know, we get excellent customers that know our products. They love it. They go outside and test it, which you're supposed to do because this stuff works outside. I like the fact that they do that. And then you got some customers at the end of the day that feel they're going to get over on us and you're going to keep both. Well, got a little message for you. You forget PayPal, we're going to take it to court. And that paint that costs you roughly $300 is not going to cost you $1,000 if you mess up in court. Because I get those customers. I get them. Definitely get those. But we don't have this issue. But we have won just by, we're going to just by all of them. I don't think I ever lost a case. It's rare. I can't even remember when I actually lost. My track record is really good. I'm going to be printing it out for court. It shows exactly how many cases we lost. It is rare we lose a case. We back our stuff up anywhere. Like I'm doing right now. Like I said, right now, how many people right now are doing a multi-setup at $60.25 right now? In a commercial environment. Not your home. Not in your home. Mind you, we're not in a home right here. You gotta put that into the equation. We're not in a home. We're in commercial. You sit there and go, it's in my home. Forget your home environment. I'm in commercial right now. What the frick are you talking about? That's like when we're doing the technology outside. Somebody's like, well, I have ambient light. You have ambient light what? My screen's outside at 300 lumens. What are you kicking at the end of the day? Oh, you show me a projector ultra short though at 4,000. Please. I've done that outside in eco mode. Anytime we get somebody brags about their ultra short throw projector, we send them a demonstration of the Optima GT55 outside. It shuts it down. Don't even begin to speak to me about ambient light projection technology. You don't know it. See them screens? See any washout? See anything at all? These are cheap projectors. One on the floor at the bottom, $10. One at the top, $16.25. The one I'm about to hook up in a few minutes, $50. That's it. That's all. Now I'm about to put in one for 3 different companies. Guess how much I'm paying for the projectors? They're so cheap, we give them away for free. So we come like, yeah, we'll just give you the projector. You know, like the 720p unit, here's 720p unit. So we need all that? Like, no, you don't even need all that. Then it's not even necessary. That 4K is overhyped. 4K projectors are only used basically if you're using, if you have audio and it requires a 4K signal, yeah, that's great and all. If you're saying certain games require it, we don't even play games in 4K ever. And our freaking screens look better than those who have it in 4K. Y'all can't read the contrast on that stuff. Let me get this straight. If I play Warhammer, what are the odds of you reading Warhammer on your screen in this environment without turning out your lights? And you can't read it. So, whoop-de-doo! You want to take me to court on that? I can embarrass the daylights out of your career. I can show you your gray paint doesn't read on jack. It doesn't read on ultra short throws. It doesn't read on Pico. It doesn't read on any of that stuff. It doesn't work on any of these projectors. It doesn't even work on the older projectors. It doesn't even work on the newer projectors. You seen the guy who had the Henson projector he had? I think I'm saying it correctly. That's a high-end projector. Did the gray screen work on it? No. That's why those 4K projectors are designed to be working like TVs. Can't get a screen to work like a TV if you're stuck in the dark all day long. So we're going to fix that for the customer. You don't have to worry about that anymore. Never being stuck in the dark. I had one time, remember, these guys were talking about, well, what about something on a high-end projector? Oh my goodness. My paint has been all over the world. How about you? I've been on just about every type of projector you can possibly think of. What about you? The church demonstration that comes up on my promo, that's another one that's going to seal your fate in court. If it didn't work, how in the world did the church have fired a 7,000 lumen projector, the screen didn't come up dark? What about the carrying place? We did demonstrations in there, fully lit. The lounge, we did demonstrations there throughout the whole entire unit. We did a push the screen through a window. Now, how come it didn't go dark there? See, there you go. You owe me $1 million. I know. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to think about it. It's coming. You don't have any way out of this situation at all, period. It's like being caught in that whole Star Wars trash compactor. The only problem is you have no hope whatsoever, and you're about to turn into mashed potatoes. You have no way out of this. No way. Monday morning, we file more. We're actually going to file against 10 more people Monday morning, and these are going to be private criminal complaints that are being filed. It's gonna be a doozy. It's gonna be a doozy. It's gonna be a doozy for a lot of people. But anyway, just be careful what you say on camera. And you don't have to worry about getting slapped with a lawsuit. That's how it works. You know, don't say things you can't back up in court. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to eliminate batch numbers. And from now on, we're just going to bring it to court. That's all. Now, I believe in talking to people. I'm a big talker at the end of the day, as you know. I will basically have a nice conversation with you at the end of the day. If you feel so strongly that our products don't work, even that we show massive demonstrations that the product does working, if it doesn't work, it's in a 5-gallon container. Any form of site that I go to, any demonstration I do, that means it wouldn't work. And please do not use the comment, you are using special equipment in your phone. That's going to cost you $5 million if you make that statement. It's a very serious accusation, and it's considered to be fraud, which means if we take you to federal, we're looking at getting you a couple of years in jail for making a statement. It's a very serious statement to say. It's like the voting machines, where they said they had special components to make the machines deny anything that was coming from red states. Yeah, dumb and hilarious that sounds at the end of the day. So the machine can basically has a way of reading which one's red and which one's blue. That's the kind of claims they were making. And this would damage a voting machine company, because then no one would basically touch them if they knew the machines were rigged. So that's why someone got sued for $149 million. It's a very serious accusation to make. So to say that we're basically enhancing our videos by using special software in our phones, it's going to cost you a whopping $5 million. It could cost you a lot more than that. We can get you for $100 million. You know that, right? We can go way higher than that. Way higher than that. But, you know, that's enough right there, you know. Now, do you have any evidence? Is so many people going to lose on that lawsuit? It's not even funny. Because basically it's called hearsay. You have to have concrete evidence the phone has that type of capability to do so. That's very serious. So you have to bring some form of evidence to court that basically supports your claim that our cell phones have that capability to do so. And therefore, if you don't, you got a $5 million lawsuit you're about to lose. And maybe a year in jail. considered to be a harassment charge. It's about a year in jail for those. Year in jail. So if you made that statement, McAfee, Fernando, Rogers, you have made those statements. I know. I got you on recording. I literally have you on recording on your YouTube channel making the statement. We're going to use it against you in court when we make the lawsuit. There you go. Stay out of trouble, people. Be free. Stay out and be free. Woo! Till then, I got this thing to set up real quick. I am having a ball here. You know, I'm not even freaking hot, which I should be cooking, but I forgot my projector turned eco mode. We had that power. Sit back and say, hey, we're running all in eco mode, baby. We have power. You can do that. Meanwhile, these naysayers or whatever, influencers are sitting in the dark like, look at the contrast with the color. It looks fantastic. Sound like Shaq when narration. Look at how fantastic the colors, look how bright they are. 4K snow screensavers. Let's have a little fun with them. Oh my goodness, you don't want to be here for this. This is going to be bone crushing. You're going to get them here, your back snap. Yeah, that's our screen doing that to you. Oh, look at that, red, white. Imagine that. I'm literally going to do that in court to you. It's just pretty. I'm going to have a ball in there. Oh my goodness, you know. It breeds an amazing white love. It shocks me every single time. And I look at you and smile a little bit. It's going to be pretty bad. Oh, let's put this on a repeat, too, while we're at it. See, this is why y'all get mad. Because I can come in here and I can back myself up. And this is why you get mad and you commit crimes. And then we turn around and take the dumb stuff you do and use it against you in court. Like when I filed Monday morning for 10 people for a private criminal complaint. And if you don't show up to these things, you get bench warrants. So I would advise you show. Those of you who know you have the ability, if you ain't got the money, and that's the reason why we'll hit you with lawsuits in the middle of the week, because we know you don't have the money to get over. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I don't know, but you're going to have to call for some airline tickets to get over. Yep. I see the secrets that you keep. Most likely it's going to be in the middle of the week. That's usually how it happens. Like Monday or Tuesday, it'll be something like that. But anyway, yep. Yes, sirree, buddy. Yes, sirree. Now, if you had something you could back up, like people, you got something you could back up, and you know you can back it up 100%, you know you're going to be claiming. Like, you be at the sports bar, and somebody be talking mad trash about something, and you know they wrong. You know darn well they're wrong. But they want to argue with you anyway, because that's what they do. And then you go home, you get the fact check, and you're like, I knew it, 100%. You will be out there before that bar even opens up, just to show it to that person, like, in your face, in your face. And then you have a whole long lecture at the end of the day about why that person is wrong and why they don't know jack about sports. And can they do anything about it? No. All they can do is just suck it up and just deal with it. Unless they do something stupid that gets them locked up. That's what you guys did. Hey. What are you doing there, Mr. Bird? Actually, you're supposed to be hooking that machine up. Let's get that hooked up and get that ready to go. We got one more machine to hook up in here. I'm surprised I know he's not going to bother me. I got to do submersible today. So, multi-screen setup at $6, so $60.25, and submersible setup at 300 lumens. What's on y'all schedule today for y'all screen setups? This is what y'all got in the dark environment. What we have here is beautiful color. We got contrast. We got the best colors of any screen of history of screens. No one does screens better than us. No one. No one in the history of screens do screens better than us. We'll crush you in court. We'll crush you out here. We'll crush you anywhere you go. You go to a trade show, we'll crush you. I guarantee you, when we drop into a trade show, they put us in a separate booth away from everybody else. I guarantee you. You know why? Because the booth itself will put you to shame. The lighting system that we have to install in for these screens are freaking insane. It looks like a baseball stadium if you walk through one of these things. Mind you, halo systems, we put these in screens for fun. How many of you willing to put a 6,000 or 12,000 halo system of white cold fusion light in the back of your screen? Not in the back, right next to the screen. Somebody did some halo system. He did it. And all the lights were off in the back. He turned all the lights off in the environment. No contrast levels. Look, let me tell you something. When you guys try to mimic us and do a halo system, put a star field on. Put it in a fully lit environment. Turn all the lights on in the environment. I don't want to see something where you have a dark environment and then you have a little halo system like that, a cell phone system that's roughly around, I say 500 lumens at must. You can't have 6K. You can't have 12K. You know what a 12K halo system would do to your retinas? Yeah, that won't go so well. So these things generate so much light, they actually give off heat. And that being said, well, yeah, that's a cheap shot how to do it. But keep in mind, Fernando, I'm challenging your company in court. You will repeat that process again, but this time you will show a Starfield demonstration. I'm accusing you, and I'm accusing you in court of basically fraudulent ripping off people with a great product that you claim could do more than what it was claimed to do. So we're going to request you do some demonstrations in court to prove to us that you can actually do this. And one of them is paint, not matching paint, which is network gray 773. You're going to have to do that demonstration. What are you going to do? You can't go anywhere. If you don't get over here, put it away. If he doesn't make it, when we file tomorrow and they set the date for court, this is criminal. If he does not make it here, that's bench warrant. You'll be here either way. You're going to be in the lockup unit down here. That's where you're going to be at. So while you're there, we're going to be setting up court cases for you. And one of the court cases is challenging your company. So I've got a lot of stuff I got to talk to you about. A lot of things. Finally, me and you are going to get a chance to meet face to face, but in the courtroom. And I'm going to ask you questions. And I expect you to answer them crystal clear. Mind you, you'll be under oath. All right? So don't lie. And I will know if you're lying. Because I will figure it out. And I will explain to the judge. That'll be a 7-year prison sentence attached to that. Whole nother trial. You don't want that. So answer the questions crystal clear. That's what you do. Don't lie. Not on YouTube anymore. You're in the system now. You are now property of the state of Pennsylvania. So you will answer questions correctly. If not, pay the consequences. Dark environment with an ultra short though projector that costs that kind of money. Doing some dumb demonstration like, oh look, it pulls up. You can see the screen. Fancy Jack. You notice? Your keystone, you have 2 types of keystones. Some projectors have more than that. Some projectors have like a 10 keystone system. You ever played around one of those before? I have. This thing's freaking cool. So say your projector can't basically go this way straight because it blends into the other screen. You can actually slant it and keystone it this way so it comes up straight. So as you can see, the projector's on a slant. We can keystone it to bring it this way. That's what that other keystone is for. Those of you know that, congratulations. And those of you don't, hey, you learn something new every day. You do. Not to belittle you, it's to show you what you can do. That's what that's going to be for. And then you're going to have your top one. That's going to allow you to keystone the rest of it in. The top part to bring it forward so you don't have that kind of wedge look to it. And there you go. That's it. There you go. That's what I like about using the Chrissy projectors because they have that lens shifting technology. The lens shift technology is a beaut. So we got multi-screen setup. Multi-screen. Miss Multi-Ball. That's my freaking pinball game. All right, we got music playing on here. I don't want to play. So let me go over here and grab the joystick over here. Switch out over here. Now, this is the beautiful thing about our black technology. You don't have to worry about borders. Borders don't exist for us. There is no freaking borders at all. We don't require them because the screens are bordered themselves. It's called borderless, people. Come to the future. Come to the future. Get off this border nonsense. Come to the future. I can expand all these screens out because we got enough room in here. Because we're able to keystone this thing just right in there. All right, let me get me something here. Let me see with the microphones on here. We do. OLED 4K demonstrations. Did she hear anything I say? Probably not. Let's go scream at the microphone some more. Nope, give me what I want. OLED 4K demonstrations. I don't think she can. She got a fan over there, and we can tell the stuff is running over there. So I don't know if I'm gonna hear all that. Let's see where we want to go on here. Light bright, turn on the lights of glowing lights. Bum, 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 bum. People sit there and say, why do you, I sing on camera? Because you have any idea how it feels when you develop a technology that can kick the crap out of anything that comes across its path? Mind you, you guys are worrying about that. You know the screen you really need to be worried about? That inferior technology. That's the one you need to worry about. Because that's the screen that no gray screen can stand against. That literally thing can alter your gray screen's color and contrast and white level capabilities. And the only thing holy grail left on a gray screen is white levels. And that thing will alter them. Should we play around with that one today? Mind you, they go outside. So their ambient light rejection technology is way, way beyond yours. Because they can play outside where, you know, your window is trying to protect your screen from. The same light outside that you're trying to, that's where we play at. So we'll be in your backyard like, hey, you want to come out and play? You'll be like, no, I'm allergic to the sun. I can't be out there. I got to stay in the dark. Yeah, yes, that's right. That's just about the right of it. You have to stay in the dark. So you see that, people? We have 3 projection screens set up. We're going to do this the other way. We go. This is a big screen. 3 projection screens set up on the new Legendary, which we coded in last night. My buddy came in and helped me do the load in. The Legendary, which now we have 4 screens already. It's the first time. Before customers, we have it for customers, but the first orders that went through, I said companies don't play around. They got the screens. We got one sitting on the floor. That one's about to be coded with Legendary technology. Look at that. That shows our customers at the end of the day, speaking to our customers, this is why you save money with us. Because they can't even get one projector to run off their screen at $3,000, $4,000. And we spent $60.25 in a commercial environment to get 3 projection screens to run off a multi-setup. Now, as for the person who said something about the screen size, okay, let me explain something to you, Raptor, because you don't know jack. First things first, it has nothing to do with screen size. You can't read a contrast level. If you're at 5 inches, you can't read a contrast level. If you're at 10, 20, you had a 50-inch screen, a 40-inch screen, you still can't read a contrast level. Screen size does not change the outcome of a contrast level or color. It doesn't at all, period. It just changes the output of how big the projector image is going to produce. So before you come on my channel and talk nonsense, let me break it down and explain to you. Screen size has nothing to do with contrast, color, or maybe some people would say resolution of the screen. Not really technically. That would be basically your 4K or 1080p or 720p, and whether you have 600 to 800 or maybe you have 1920 to 1200. That plays a role right there in resolution. Contrast, on the other hand, for us, we don't worry about it because we already have it. But for you, you would have to go out and buy a projector with a higher contrast. Higher contrast means higher black levels you would be able to receive, but technically you can't receive those black levels because your screen's gray. Black is a neutral color. Turn the lights on, it's still black. Turn it off, it's still black. White's a neutral color. Turn it on, lights are still the same. Same, right? Nothing changes, nothing fades, right? So that being said, when you turn your projector on, you're showing a star field, you should still be reading a star field without fading or washing out. Problem is that your gray screen can't read it and can't pick it up in any way whatsoever. So the more lighting you have in the environment, the higher chance the screen has of picking up that contrast level. That's why a lot of you guys stay a lot of time in the dark. Now, getting back to the screen size at the end of the day, screen size has nothing to do with that. I've done sizes as small as maybe roughly 2 inches by 2 inches. Paint my name right into it. I got one right there by the table. At a 300 lumen projector at 10,001 contrast, a gray screen can't read it. So it doesn't make a difference between what size the screen is. That doesn't change the outcome of contrast or color or the gain capability on the screen. Do you understand what I'm telling you? So next time you come to my channel, blah, 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 crack a book. Crack a book. Should we say this? Crack a book. Crack a book. And you will learn something. Instead of coming to my channel and try to insult me, be polite. That way I can teach you something. You learn something new. See? Always full glass. Always full glass. Good gracious, man. I know myself, man. I've been doing this for over 15 years. Actually, sorry. Yeah, over 15 years I've been doing this. So keep in mind, my intellectual IQ with this technology and me and you in a courtroom, you will get crushed in there because I know stuff that you know darn well you don't know. And I can ask you questions that will get you tongue-tied in there. Have you tripping over your own words? Mind you, if we can program you from here, like AG47, we can program you from in there. Easy. Literally said AG47 multiple times. You don't know about the AG47 trick? So bottom line is we had a silver screen called AG47. It's an actual silver screen. But we kept saying AG47 when it came to black screens because we knew that they were going to look this up. They were going to go and go, what the heck is AG47? Why does it keep saying that? Like it's supposed to be a secret, but it wasn't a secret. It was a secret meant to be told and found out by you. So you went in and Google what does AG47. It's actually the silver chemical compound for silver. Well, chemical compound for silver. AG47, which means silver. And you guys thought that that's what we're putting in our black paint. That's why when we requested from you to make the product, we wanted to see if it clicked in your head. And you put silver in it, which allows us to know that what we're saying over and over again did pop into your head. How does it feel for me to be walking around in your brain right now? How much stuff do we implant into your head, naysayers? A lot of stuff. Right now, you're probably freaking out. I would too. See? Yeah. One of the things you learn basically in business when you're dealing with other companies, you have to know the strategy of war. And one of the things is controlling the environment. Being able to direct it where you need it to go. I can do certain videos that I know will trigger you guys and make you go in different directions that we need you to go. Like walking in front of the screen with black pants on, knowing at the end of the day it wouldn't match. But I know when you get in the day, you would see it and it would trigger you and you would do tons of demonstrations, which now we can get you in court on. You got it. I'm telling you. See, you don't know the art of war. That's why I said you guys could never do business. You will get crushed by the big dogs. The big dogs will eat you alive. Mind you, I want having this conversation about crushing you and programming you. You can see that I'm actually showing off this amazing screen that you can't even touch. Challenge today. They're going to have to do this today. I want to challenge today on this. And this is why they get mad and get upset and get angry and break the rules and go out and commit crimes, which I'm going to get paid off more of you in the next coming weeks because I know you're going to mess up. You let your emotions get the best of you. Now, Jamie, when you said emotions get the best of me, I'm very emotional. I've got some videos to show you guys. And these videos are live stream chats that we were having with Fernando directly on his chat messenger on his website. Wait till you see the stuff that comes off that thing. Oh, he went off in there. You can see him cursing, carrying on. He must have repeated the word no like 30 times. It's some insane stuff that's going on. I'm going to show you how emotional he gets. I told you, Fernando, be very careful about what you say out of your mouth. We got stuff to back up everything we say. I got videos on you for days, man. I got that video you have, the network grade 773. I can break that down into screenshots and show you how bad that thing got. Facial expressions. I can literally show the facial expressions that fired off in that environment. Like he was utterly confused and surprised. He didn't know he was going to match that well. The woman broke it down and shot. Like, look at that. You can see the destruction popping up in his face when his first eyes got bigger, and then he went down, and he went back up again, and then he went back down, and he got up, and he moved from. Oh yeah, fiasco. Look at this. By the way, look at this. Look at this. Fernando, you in the room? Of course you're in the room. You're always in the room. You have to come here. You know, I never go into your streams. They go into your streams to people I hired, but I don't go in there. I know you're in here right now. I want to tell you something. I'll see you in court. Make sure you show up. You don't, bench warrant. You understand this one? Actually, I'm filing 2 of these cases against you, so that'll be 2 bench warrants. So you better show up. You know, you get enough of these, you might get marshals on your front door. So make sure you show up. Because once we get you up here, hopefully they don't pick him up. We do need him here. Once we get him in that system and he's locked in, I am going to be filing multiple charges against you. So while you're in there, you're going to be receiving letters from the courts that this was filed against you and this is filed against you to get yourself an attorney. We got a lot of questions. We got a lot of stuff to go through. This is going to take a couple of years. This is not something that's going to end in a month or two. This is going to take a couple of years. This is probably going to go on until probably 2027, 2028. It's going to be a bit. You're going to be in there for a while. You're not going anywhere. So, you know, them copyrights alone, like I said, they can slam you like a good 20, 80 years. You get 80 to 20 years for touching a copyright. So, you know, I'm in there for a while. And then keep in mind, we reached to Disney. Yeah, we got an email from Disney. So now we have Nintendo and then Disney have contacted us that they have acquired our email. You got some people you got to talk to now. You went and ripped off some stuff, right? Okay, conversation with them. You owe them a lot of money. You see, they hit that one place where they hit them with something like 5 point something, $4 million, something crazy to hit them with. But anyway, yeah, you got a lot to talk about, a lot. That's what I say. You're going to be there for a while. Going to be there a while for us. And you got all these companies coming in. They're going to want to talk to you, find out if there are other people involved. What kind of organization were you running? How much of the stuff was in storage units? Stuff like that. You know, how much money did you make? What did you spend on the items? Stuff like that. Of course, you document everything on YouTube, right? So that shouldn't be hard to find. And on top of that, we got our copyrights you were touching, so we're going to be hitting you two at the same time. Oh, let's go do something. We got birds playing over here. We got a little something over there. What is up top? Is that the PC up top? Oh, we are running the computer up top. That's the computer running up there, right there. I can do my computer games and console games at the same time. I love multi-screen setups, I'm telling you. Let's go over here and let's go fly a kite up to the highest heights. Let me see if we're going right here. I love these setups. Woo! Let's kick it over here. Let's kick it. Kick it over here with this. We'll do that over there. We got the fire stick on this one, right? Fire stick on this one. Let's go over here and let's get 4K snow screensavers. I'm just kicking. I'm having some fun with the screensavers on this side with the white screensavers over here. Let's get this snow wolf over here. Got beautiful flowers popping up over there. On the game system over here, I should be playing some Pac-Man right now, but I'm kind of caught up in this fun we're having here. Ooh, let's get these birdies over here. Now see, to the customers at the end of the day, we could do this easily in a commercial environment. 3 projectors. Let's show you the projectors. Oh, football. I forget, it's the Super Bowl? I think it's Super Bowl today, right? It is. I lose track of this stuff at the end of the day. Am I going to be over with family? Most likely I'm going to be working. That's usually what I do anyway. So, as you can see, we have, can you imagine if you had this screen right here in time for the Super Bowl or the Apex? Those you did buy the Apex, ha ha! And those you didn't, ha ha! Enjoy that washout. Bland colors, we keep telling you that you're not looking at greens, you're not picking up any of that stuff whatsoever. You think you are, you're not. Look at this. Freaking loving this technology. Now, why do we do this setup? Because we have a company coming in to see a multi-setup. They have multi-monitors. The monitors are costing them money. They're tired of it. They want to do something different. So, they're going to do a multi-projector setup. And that's why we're doing all this. Heck, we could throw ultra short throw if we want in there. We got enough room for ultra short throw? I think we do. We could throw that all the way up there and slam an ultra short throw over there. Oh, look at him. Isn't he adorable? He's absolutely adorable. Look. Let's go over this way. You can see it better this way. There we go. We got a better shot there. Now, the Legendary. I don't talk enough about this product. The Legendary is the most credible screen paint. Well, we say it all the time, don't we? Because we make a lot of incredible stuff. But the Legendary is an amazing product. To you naysayers out there, be careful about this one. You got open cases all over the place. Don't make the mistake of falling into one of these things. You don't want to be a part of this at all, period. So if I were you, enjoy the stuff that's yours. Enjoy your freedom. But the rest of them, well, you know where we're going with that, right? Anyway, so to the customers at the end of the day, imagine being able to do this in your home right now. I got somebody who actually painted an entire wall next to a window. It's beautiful, beautiful setup. But anyway, imagine being able to do this right now. No washout, 0 washout, 3 projectors running, absolutely 0 washout, no calibrating at all, period. 100% contrast on each screen with no problem whatsoever. And keep in mind, each one of these machines, one at the top, that's 600 by 800 720p SVGA. This right here is WXGA, much higher res than this one. This one at the bottom is a WXGA too. That's an SVGA runner right now. So it shows you at the end of the day, do you need to have all that power? No. $16. That projector right there. We'll get you that right up there on the top screen. That's when we take out. This is when we go out. The one at the bottom, venue one here, we have it in 2500 lumens eco mode right now. And the one at the bottom, right there, that one right there cost me $10. So if we could do 3 screens on our setup with no problem, imagine what you could do with the money you just spent on your ultra short throw or long throw projector for your home or business. So the technology at 32 ounces can paint a screen of this size. My screen is 150 inches, 1610. I like the big widescreens, like that from there. So 32 ounces will paint that with no problem. If you have a dedicated theater room, oh man, this is going to be yummy all day long, because you know why? You can paint the ceiling with this technology. If you've ever seen our demonstrations painting ceilings, it's incredible. Have all your lights on, 150-inch screen, watch a star field off your ceiling, and watch a movie off your screen with the lights on if you want to. I see people show off their setups for their dedicated theater rooms, and they have to turn the projector off because the screen won't pick up. This can have all the lights on. Show off whatever you want. Now, if you want a smaller screen, then we have 24 ounces, paints up screen to 120 inches. We tested that, we call paint down demonstration. That's how we know. If you want something gigantic, then we have the 1 gallon that paints up to a massive 250-inch screen. It's one thing to say you can paint a 250-inch screen. It's another thing to actually do it. And I've actually done this about 4 or 5 times. I had one in my backyard at my old place at 250 inches. That's a big freaking screen. You ever play Call of Duty on something that big? Woo! Your freaking scope's the size of a car tire. I'll lie to you not. But anyways, you can see, 0 washout. 3 projectors, 0 washout. Cost for us $60.25. That's impressive, isn't it? Now I got people coming in who spent thousands of dollars for projectors. They went out and spent $3 grand for projector, $5 grand for projector, and here we're at $60.25. They're sitting in the dark. They can't even read anything in there. They turn the lights on, screen washes out. It's gone. No contrast, no color, nothing. They're going to come in here. They're going to see this setup in here. $60.25. It's going to blow their freaking mind. Oh, by the way, that runs off HDMI converter, actual HDMI. You really can't tell, can you? Yep. So that means if you buy a projector that doesn't have an HDMI port on it, get one of the adapters, screw it in the back. With our technology, no problem. Easy McCheesy. That's a whole lot of cheesy, by the way. Now you see naysayers, and they see the confidence I brim with in the day, the confidence that you see me have in the day. Oh, I can produce this technology any environment I want to go. We have technology that conquers sunlight. We have the technology to conquer anything inside. And the AdTech has no limitations whatsoever. That's the kind of power we're working with right now. When we hit the new place at the end of the day, the technology we will engineer in that spot will be mind-blowing. The stuff we're going to be working on. We're already working on technology for 2027, 2028, 2029, all ready to go. And you guys, meanwhile, are bickering over potatoes, man. Potatoes! You're nowhere near close to our level. Not what we do. Not what we do. Boom! Let's go over here and do something different. I was looking at these animals are over there. They're looking pretty cool. So we're going to go over here. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Ah! Man, hey, you gotta know your product, man. You gotta know your product. You gotta know your product. You can't sell something you don't know. I'm gonna tell you something. The door-to-door salesman was the best salesman of all. You know why? Because this is a man or woman who knew their product. They knew that product like the back of their hand. They could go and sell that product to anyone. And a good salesman, like I said, true, can sell popsicles to an Eskimo. But Fernando, one thing you don't know about us, we sell the whole freaking factory. That's how we do our job in the day. Because not only can I bring my clients in here and show them a setup that they can do for $60.25, way surpass the projector that they paid for $4 to $5 grand for, but we can do this in a fully lit environment without the screen ever washing out. See? Not being in a dark environment and say, oh, we're good once we calibrate the screen. Calibrate what? Calibrate what? What are we calibrating? We calibrate nothing. Then look good once you calibrate. Calibrate what? What are you calibrating? I ain't calibrating jack. I hate calibrating. Why don't I do that? Let's go over here. Bam! We're going to watch over here. There's so many options we can go to. 4K demonstration OLED. Ooh, let's get some fire. Fire! Hey, I'm supposed to get fire. Let's try it again. Fire! There we go. You want to go up to the screen? Oh, let's go take a walk over to the screen. What, not and all that? I can't wait to go to England. Got to figure out how to get there, though. Oh, I figured out how I can fly. Private jet. The private jets will give me options to be able to fly because I don't have to fly at the latitude if basically commercials have to. So a private jet will give me that option. On top of that, the cabin can be pressurized for my comfort and also do something about some oxygen levels on they can put in there. Yes. Costs about $4,000 to fly private. And yes, I am definitely going by private now. I just found out about that. So I can fly. But that's after I make my fortune. You don't want to know what my paycheck's going to be today. It's going to be up there. It's going to be a hefty one. But anyway, like I said, companies at the end of the day now can come and they go, wow, you mean to tell me I can come in here? I'm going to have all the lights out first. I want the lights out. So I want them to think that they just came into a dark environment. You know what I mean? Just came out of a freaking dark environment. Coming out. Can you do me a favor? Can you hit those lights for me? And then boom! They're just staring at the screen. Look at this. Dude, 600 by 800, 720p right here. This is the Epson projector we use when we go on display. Look at the image it's pulling up. So that means the $20 you spent for lunch, that was your projector right there. Instead of you spending $3,000 to $4,000, you could have spent $20 to do that on our technology. Down below, $10 Sony projector CX100. Over here, $50 Christie LW400. Let's go play inside the screen. Bam! See that right here? See? Angle gain. Bam! To the bottom. Angle gain to the top. Let's do the walkthrough. Oh, tiger. See? That's the reason why I can come on here and have fun like this. I do the same thing when my clients come over. The one thing they notice when I'm over here singing and having fun and on camera, because they know I have no fear. There's nothing there worrying about the screen failing. Maybe we don't have enough light. Maybe it's too light in here. None of that. We just go play right through it. When I go to the setups, I do the same singing and dancing. They sit there and go, that's a man that has confidence in his product. Of course I do. Guess who gave us the technology? My God gave me the technology. Jesus Christ is responsible for our technology. And that's what you challenged. You naysayers out there, that's what you challenged. That's what you slandered. That's what you said at the end of the day was garbage. That's what you said was trash. When you said it against me, you said it against Jesus. So when we go to court, you don't have a prayer in there. You're going to get crushed in that courtroom. And this is going to cost money. Mind you, these lawsuits are reaching somewhere from $1 million and up. There's nothing under $1 million in these lawsuits. And the jail time is going to be staggering. And I mean staggering. So, if you think we ain't got your video, I got 260 YouTube accounts that was in that black bag when I handed it off. All they need is your handle. That's all they need. They can go through YouTube, because in Google is where you made the account at, and they can get your IP login right from there. And from there, you know they're going to go. You're going to go back to your internet provider. Whether it be Verizon, Comcast, whatever you have, and they're going to get a subpoena to go in and get access to your personal data. And they're going to pull your information from there, and then you're going to have a nice little talk with an officer on how you ended up in my account carrying on and acting up like the rest of them, which is a conspiracy, which you're going to call you guilty. All you're going to be considered guilty in this mess. Now, some of you may receive lighter time, some may receive heavier time. Depends on what you did, but you use my company's name, which means you put my name and your YouTube handle or my catch, anything in there, anything involving me, I'm going to hit you hard. I mean, big time. I'm going to hit you for identity theft, defamation, slander, everything. And I'm taking it to all federal. Because I know in federal, we can get that time. I don't want no 2 and 3 years on this. I want some time here. I want some 5 years, 10 years. That's what I want. Now, if you're scared to death and you did this dumb nonsense, well, hey, guess what? Satan's laughing at you right now. And that's what's going on. If you're scared to death right now, Satan's laughing at you. Because he's the one got you to do it. Told you, stop following the demon. Ah, where are we going up there? Oh, wait. Look at that right there. Look at that right there. That is crazy. I'm telling you, the Epson projector, a PowerLight S6, that is a really good projector on our technology. That's a really good one, man. And it's so cheap. Oh, here, let me show you. You're probably saying, oh, he doesn't have that projector. Yeah, I do. Epson PowerLight S6, right there. Christie LW400, right there. And let's go over here in Taco Land. I had to move his stuff now. The heat monger has more heat because now we have 2 fans coming off of this. So it's generating much more heat and he's freaking loving it. If he stops standing in front of the projector, because no heat blows out here. That's why I like this one. This is it's a XGA. Whoops, get that to focus in there. XGA VPL CX100. It's a Sony. That's why I like this one if it had the heat in the front, because with the heat in the front, he'll stand right in front of the projector and he'll block the screen. But this one has it on the side. So he'll stay on the side and stop blocking my screen. Oh, man. So this shows, we talked to several people in these videos. Customers, we show at the end of the day why you have to spend all this money. Naysayers, we show at the end of the day why you're going to get crushed in the courtroom when we get you in there. Because, yeah, you're going to get crushed in the courtroom, trust me. And show at the end of the day how it's done. This is how it's done, gentlemen. Multi-screen setup. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm back. And for companies at the end of the day, well, no questions asked. Don't stand in front of the screen. Just watch you slinker out. Look, watch. Look. Look at this. Hey, yeah, you. Cut that out. There's no heat blowing out of the front of that. It's on the side now. He got the whole section. That's why I dropped that one to the floor so you can see it better. Because the big screen, I think, was throwing him off. It was too much. So I dropped the smaller one down here for him. Yeah, you got the whole screen, buddy. The whole screen. And then we'll fire up the ultra short though and knock out the floor. We'll just do it for a little while because the new space you're going to freaking love. You can run all over the place up in that place. Man, that's big. Yeah, we're going to put a little track in there for him because I don't want him running all over the place like being caught. He can get lost in that place. So we're going to put a track area we can run back and forth. You know what I mean? Then I got access. He has his own compartment to himself, which means I can go in there. It's an open room in there for him. It has a track little system that runs across the floor. Me and my buddies are building it, so you can run across. Cameras in it. You can run at 100 miles an hour. He's racing back and forth, stuff like that. And then we got this bubble system that's going to be outside, so you can go out there and he can see whatever he wants to see. So, yeah, we're hooking him a whole section up. And their cardboard kingdom. We're going to build a huge castle out of cardboard. You're going to be using the heavy cardboard. We use construct furniture with. So, yep, got to have a drawbridge and everything. But anyway, getting back to customers. So this product is available now on our website. Now, keep in mind, if you're buying this in 32 ounces, 32 ounces will paint the screens, I said 150 inches. 24 paints the screen size 120 inches, 24 ounces. And the big one, if you're going to be doing ceilings and all that crazy stuff at the end of the day, you don't dedicate it. Maybe you just want to do it for the heck of it because you don't want to do it for the heck of it. Or you want an extra screen outside, you can run it with that too also. I got to run ultra short though. I think I'm going to do ultra short the demonstration and all these at the same time. 4 projectors set up. But anyway, so you have, oh, look at that. Look how gorgeous that looks. 600 by 800, 720p. $16.25. I still can't get over that. But anyway, it is ultra short compatible. For those of you in the art community, he's going to tick me off today. Those of you in the art community, the screen can work with projector mapping applications. We have projector mapping technology ourselves, so we know about the stuff. So yeah, it works with projector mapping applications. Is it fully weatherproof? Heck the freak yes, it is. You're gonna kill me. All that technology we take outside every freaking day all the time. You're gonna ask me that question? How dare you? I'm only joking with you. Anyway, so yeah, you can take it outside if you want. It's up to you. You know what I mean? It is the ultimate theater paint. It is absolutely amazing, as you can see. What better way to show up the ultimate theater paint than on 3 projections at the same time? 4. I'm going to hook that ultra short throw up over there. Got to find an output for it. What output do we have to run ultra short throw? I think I maxed out everything. Can we run it through a cell phone? Oh no, we can't because we run it through this cell phone right here. We can do it from there. Oh, we have to get another output then. All right. I'm far sick. That's what I'm going to need because I think I'm maxed out. Stuff to throw stuff through. But anyway, yes. So bottom line, 1 code application, no crazy, insane instructions of passing over a screen multiple times to get no outstanding results. Mind you, we had the most demonstrations on paint, dry, and display demonstrations than any other body else. Yeah. Anyway, let me see. Easy to apply. Oh, shipping. So shipping, bottom line, we ship for free. There's no surcharge fees and none of that bull crap at the end of the day. Who the freak wants to order something overseas and find out you got to pay for, the shipping costs and you got to go through overseas costs? That stuff gets expensive at the end of the day. So bottom line is, it's 32 ounces, express shipping. The reason why we do it through express shipping only, because the tracking numbers can be traced. That's why. You want to know where your package is at. You want to know where your package is at. That's extremely important. Mind you, signature confirm is free on our website too also. Now, those here in the United States, you can get express shipping. You can get express shipping. You can get on your 32 ounces. Yes, no problem. We have regular shipping, which is still 2 to 3 days by United States Postal Service for the 32, 24 and 256 or 1 gallon, if you want to put it that way. So there you go. Now, again, for you naysayers out there, I'm waiting for you to jump, please. We got 3 open investigations right now going on about you and the problem we've been having with you. Oh, we find any demonstration, well, they'll find any demonstrations of you claiming to have this product, I will basically toss you in that hole faster than you can say, what the freak just happened today? Yeah, I am dead serious. I'm waiting for you to jump. I'm literally waiting for you to jump. Yep. I'm not the negotiator today. I'm not the one to talk you off the ledge. I'm the guy behind you who's going to push you off the ledge. So I would advise you not doing anything at the end of the day. But, you know, you guys do the dumbest stuff ever. So I'm expecting for you to do something stupid. Looking forward to it. And Fernando, I'm waiting for you to do something because you're already going to be coming down pretty soon, Monday morning. That's more evidence for me to begin the process of filing a private criminal complaint. Did you look up what that thing is in the day? Yeah. And we have enough evidence for the prosecutor at the end of the day to approve what we're going to show them. They're going to be blown away about how much stuff we have on you. So please add more to this because at the end of the day, I am going to see you face to face, but the only difference is you're going to be wearing a jumpsuit with a number on the back of it. That's the only difference. And I, at the end of the day, I'm going to walk through that door and go wherever the freak I want to go, or you're going to go to a spot where you can't go anywhere. Because you know why? You did a lot of dumb stuff and you thought you were never going to get caught for it. Do I have to do it with which one on this? Let's do a promo on this real quick. Put under match or battle. Let's do 2 promos. 2 promos don't make a difference what we show. We got 3 screens running at the same time. Like we can run this, run this, run this, run this, run that. Challenge it for other screens. We want to see a 100% contrast level on all 3 screens. You mind you to do the match or better. You have to do 3 projectors and price tag must be under $70. So difficult. And they're like, oh, what the freak? It's like getting that test on Friday, you know what I mean? Because Friday you got plans like, I'm going to the party and blah, 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 blah. And the teacher comes and just shuts all that down and goes, okay, got an essay due Monday morning. This is 80% of your grade. Like, oh, what the freak? I was going to go to that party. 8,000 word essay, 8,000 word essay. I don't want to see words repeated twice. I want actual 8,000. Make sure you have this done Monday morning. I want it on my desk. I think teachers sit around in the lounge and say, hey, you know, one of these guys is having this big party. Yeah, I heard about this big party you're having. You know what? Let's mess it up for them. Let's give them an essay and tell them it's like 80% of their grade when it's not. Sometimes I wonder about that. I got family members that are teachers at the end of the day, and I ask them that all the time. They just laugh about it. They don't say that, they just laugh about it. I was like, oh, you guys are messed up. You are messed up. Come on, you were kids once yourself. You remember that big party you got invited to when you never got invited to any of them, and this is a chance for you to shine, and you do this stuff, and they're laughing about it. Like, I'm not saying anything, but I'm just saying, I said, the fact that you're saying that with a smile on your face is just proof enough that that's messed up. Yeah, I guess it's their way of getting back at you for being a jerk in class. But, you know, if you're not a jerk, then, you know, collateral damage, whatever. But, yeah, sat there, somebody got 2 school teachers, like, do y'all do that on purpose? Because y'all know that somebody's having a party and they just smile like, you know, things happen, you know, education is important. Now, it is important for them, but it's important that you missed that party. Now, some of you ain't going to care. Y'all going to go anyway, do y'all thing, you know what I mean? But it's 80% of your grade. Oh, wow, man, that's pretty jacked up. But I think that's crazy, man. Whew. 8,000. 8,000? I can knock out 8,000 easy. See, for me, at the end of the day, 8,000, I'm still going to the party because I can knock out 8,000 easy. I do 8,000 easy in a freaking specification sheet. It only takes me, what, less than about an hour to knock out 8,000 on a specification sheet? Oh, heck yeah. I'm writing a book for you. I'm going to give you homework. Mr. Bird, I said that I need you to write 5,000. I'm looking at 10,000 here. I got to read this. Yeah, you got homework. Thank you. Bye-bye. I'm going to enjoy my weekend. You'll be reading my 10,000, 20,000 page essay. Enjoy on both pages. get in there and write something I really like at the end of the day and get me started. You'll never give me an essay ever again. Like, skip that guy at the end of the day. You'll be in the teacher lounge like, you know what that joker did? That joke, I told him freaking 8,000, 20,000 page. Like, what the freak? No, it's not mumbo jumbo. It's some stuff, the crazy stuff he's in there writing about theory, conspiracy, and whatever stuff he's writing there, whatever. It got facts and stuff and pages and pictures. Yeah, I would literally put pictures in there. Facts. You know, I do stuff at the end of the day. I'll add some pictures and stuff and videos and links and all this stuff. You can get information from here and here and here. It'll be a whole bunch of mess in there. He'll be doing the freaking conspiracy, interesting research while I'm doing it. Welcome to that nightmare. Yeah, I've reversed the script quick on you. Yeah, man, we were supposed to go out, but I got to grade these papers, man. I'm stuck inside. Yeah, wait till next week. I got something else for you. I always go overboard. Like I'm doing right now. We could do one projector. Why do one projector when we could do three? Why? Look how beautiful it is. Let me bring this back. You got to see how beautiful this is. Woo. So anyway, yeah. Oh, shoot. What the heck am I? I have to lean back on my screen. And by the way, all these screens will match your cell phone with no problem whatsoever. As you've seen me in commercial environments, put up my phone and bam, absolutely match. Look at that. No, wait. See right there? Gray screen? No. That's not for you. That's not for you. That's not for you. That's not for you. So again, if I got a white screen, say this is a white screen, right? Actually, these were kind of a grayish color. Say if I got a white screen. And I have to upgrade my white screen to operate in my office as it works. I got to read documents and stuff like that. I need it to work. How would your gray screen help me? I'm going to be in the dark. The church had to be in the dark. The church was literally sitting in the dark. You've never heard me say through the whole conversation, a little better once we calibrated. I don't do that. What's the point? I'm not calibrating, Jack. I don't even like to calibrate. They're talking about bells and whistles. Well, bells and whistles, you guys spend a lot of time in the dark for a 2.0 game. We're not sitting in the dark. We're in a fully lit environment. And you say, what about the covers? Man, I can drop these covers open, and I can drop your screen in the middle of my desk at 300 lumens. You won't even read. You can't even read with the covers on. So, yeah, there's that too. Oh, look at that. Look, I got to bring it back. I'm going to get one of those lenses because I like shooting in this way because the shorts. Well, we got to do something that covers everything. Look at that. I can watch the game here. I can watch a movie here, and I can game over there. This is fantastic when you got kids that fight over the screen. And, you know, you got one screen up there. Oh, you need to get the Sony VPL FA30. They do dual screen setups. You got to get one of those. They do dual screen setups. But you can still have two projectors up there. You don't need nothing high powered. These projectors, like I said, this one over here costs $20. It's under $20. Two of them right there. That's $40 right there. $40 you just spent. Hook those up, connect them in. Now your kids got two projection screens up there they can play off of. He got his own on this side. He got his own on this side. How much money did that cost you? Now for them at the end of the day, say, well, look, the paint's like $300-400. Well, look what it does. It does stuff that you can't do. Like right now, I'm having this conversation. Y'all can't even do this. You naysayers can't do this. Have you ever did a multi-screen setup? No, I've never seen you do one. You can barely make it on one. How are you going to do 2 or 3 of these? So with that being said, our products can take out $7,000, $8,000 certified screens. Y'all don't do that. We can operate in fully lit environments without washing out, without dealing with the nonsense you guys do. Y'all don't do that. We have 0 washout and at 100% contrast regardless of the projector's capability. Each one of these projectors have a contrast capability. It means nothing to the screen. All of them will have an infinity contrast level capability. Can you do that? That's why people pay the money for my product. If you're saying saving money, how would I, sorry about that, save money with you? I'll spend $60 or $80 for your product. Mind you, God forbid, if I find out that Home Depot or Lowe's matches your stuff because you didn't do the test correctly, or you match, and that's even bigger hurt piece for me at the end of the day. By the way, can you imagine the people who bought that product, who saw him match that house paint? Can you imagine how upset they must have been? The sales pitch he sold them at the end of the day that stuff was going to work, and they watched it match. Yeah, I would have been very upset. I'd have taken your butt to court, to tell you the truth. But anyway, oh, look at it, look at that. So our customers go out and they'll spend $300-400 for our product, right? And then they'll go out and they'll spend under $200 for a projector. Your customers will go out and spend $90 for your product and spend $3 grand for a projector, $1,000 for a projector, $1,500 for a projector. They can't spend the money for these machines. They won't work on their screen. Heck, the machines they have right now don't even work. So where were they saving any money? Where's the performance that they're getting? Why are they still stuck in dark environments with a 2.0 gain and they can't see a contrast or color level and you're constantly asking them to calibrate? So all you do is basically sell them a product that gave them just more headaches than they already had to begin with the white screen. What improvement would you give over a white screen? Literally watching the demonstration, this man turn out lights, talking about the benefits of a gray screen versus a white screen. How would turning out the lights be a benefit? You got to be in the dark with a white screen regardless. So if I have to turn out the lights with a gray screen, there's no benefits there. I'm still in the same basket at the end of the day. If you have to turn out lights to go against a white screen, how is this stuff commercialized? How would this stuff ever be to work outside? Yeah, there you go. You ever seen that demonstration? Look on the blacklist. We got it there. It's deleted, by the way. He got rid of it. That's why. Yeah, that freaking shenanigan nonsense. So yeah, our product benefits are every level. See the projector screen on the floor? That's the projection screen that's going to accompany real soon. The borders on it, not needed because it's black technology. We actually gain an extra 8 inches to the screen. That screen's 110 inch, 16:9, and because we don't require the borders on it, we paint over that, making it all slick black screen, and that means that now he has a 118 inch screen. When I go to Amazon, I go down to eBay, I buy projection screens that are 92 inches. Because you know why? I can get 100 out of that. Because once we coat over it, we eliminate those borders, which means we get 8 inches to the screen, which now makes it 100 inches. You'll pay more for a 100 inch screen, a 92 you'll pay less for. You can make it a thin border-to-border screen, or borderless, whatever you want. That's the benefit. 235.1 on the gray screen is trash. You know why? The zebra effect. If you have a fixed frame screen, you fire off a 235.1 on a screen that's not 235.1 design. So you're doing roughly a 16:9 and you're hitting a 235.1 on that. You're going to get spaces from the top to the bottom. It's not going to cover the entire full screen. You have to have actual 235.1 screen measurement size to cover the screen from top to bottom. And even if you're able to do that, mind you, you still can't see a contrast level. Still a big problem at the end of the day. You're still going to have issues with it because you can't see contrast. Now, say you don't have that and you're trying to put 235.1 into a 16:9 frame. What's going to happen is it's going to cause a blank spot to the top. You're going to have your frame, which is black, your frame around it is black. Then you're going to have any area it's not hitting because it's not a 235.1 setting. It's going to be gray there, and then it's going to be screen here, and then it's going to be gray there, and then you're going to have the black trim around the frame, which we call it the zebra effect. You know how they fix that? They take a curtain. Silver Ticket takes a curtain and they put it from here to here, so you can push this curtain around. You can mark the store at your screen so you basically don't see that gray level in there. So I got to spend extra money for a curtain system so I don't see that ugly looking gray in between that. Our black technology eliminates that problem. Which means on this setup, I can put anything I want. This is why people paint the entire walls. They buy the gallons, they paint an entire wall with it because they can put any size they want. 1.1, 4.3, 16:9, 16:10, 235.1, 239.1. Can I need to go say any more? As for contrast, as I said before, we're going to be breaking this down all week long. We're doing these demonstrations. As for contrast, again, it doesn't really make a difference. So when you go buy a projector and you have our technology, you have to be sitting there scratching your head going, I wonder if I need this. You don't need any of that. You're turning the contrast off. It's not even needed. Why would you need the screen's black? So it doesn't make a difference if you have 10,000 to 1, 2,000 to 1, 1,000 to 1. It don't make a difference. The screen reads black regardless. Gray screen, you have to spend money for a projector to get the contrast to work. The higher you go in contrast, the better chance you have of seeing a dull gray level. You don't read black. Which will challenge you guys in court for that. Let the carnage begin. Send your letter like, do you see contrast? Like, we do not see contrast. Therefore, take it down. I have decreed it into law. I gotta wear armor for this one. I gotta wear knight armor and all that stuff, you know what I mean? I do want that helmet that they had on freaking, they had on the, what's it called, Odyssey something. That black helmet he had on, one of those right there. See how the guy kneeled down? That's your gray screens at the end of the day. Admitting conquer that you cannot defeat. Admitting you've been conquered and defeated, that you do not see a black level. You bow down like, yes, there you go. That's where you belong. You don't see a contrast level. You can't say that. That's just to say on a serious note. We read the black level. You don't. You can't say this. So therefore, that's why I'm challenging you in court. Show me where you read a 100% black level next to our black technology. Now we're sending a little letter out, which will be decreed by law. The messenger will come to your front door and say, I have a message for you. Bring it in. Where's it from? It's from the Black Lords. And you'll come in, they'll give you you read through it, and it says right there, I declare by so and so and so that we want you to surrender and pull down this advertising, for therefore it's nothing more than just a lie. It's witchcraft, I say. Witchcraft! You cannot do this that you claim you can do. And if you don't do it, then we'll bring you into court. In other words, in that term, we'll bring you to war. You will not survive. Just trust me. And if you want to talk trash, I'll stick an Imperial on you. You know what that thing will do to your screen. And you'll be talking all this trash. Our armies will be sitting up there like, look at them down there. They really think they're going to win this at the end of the day. You know what? No fun and games. Bring in the Imperial. Sky get all dark. Or everything just darkens. Candles go out, everything. It's just complete orbs, all light around it. And that thing will drop to the ground like, oh, God. Yeah, that's definitely the word for it. And things come in. They should have their own theme music. I'm thinking about getting theme music made for those screens. Their own theme music when they come in. I want to see if I can get permission to do the Imperial. That's why I want to get a chance to Disney. We get a chance to meet their lawyers at the end of the day. That'd be great. I get a chance to tell them, like, hey, look, we got some ideas, and da-da-da-da-da-da. You know, we can meet, get something to eat and stuff like that. While they're prosecuting you, Fernando, I'm going to use this as an advantage point because I get a chance to meet the lawyers and stuff. And again, hopefully they can hook me up in the meeting. I can show them some of the technology we're working on. So we're going to actually incorporate some stuff into Disney. So, like I said, everything has a reason. Till then, look at this. It's freaking amazing. I'm freaking loving this. I'm freaking loving this. Bam! Every single projector looks amazing. We got fire going on in there forever. What's going on down there? What's below? Where's the fire stick at? Oh, fire stick is below. Let's get something on here. 4K demonstrations, OLED. Oh, Skyward food demonstration. Let's take the long way. Bam. Gotta mix it. TCL 4K demonstrations. Ah, you heard me from there. You definitely heard me from there. Oh, this is what we do, people. It's what we do. TCL 4K demonstrations. Ah, y'all ready for challenges today? The onslaught will be unbelievable. I don't think you'll survive it. We're going to run so many demonstrations back to back on here. It's going to be insane. Gray screen. I can stick you on each one of these and you will fail. It shows our customers at the end of the day. Look at this. Bang, we're on every angle. One running on each screen. Let's bring it back here so we can get that full-blown look at it. Oh, my goodness. It's absolutely gorgeous. $60.25, people. $6.25. Now, fantastic. I have fun in these videos. They sit there and say that I'm not professional. No, I'm professional. I just kick your butt while I'm doing it. That's all. You just don't like that. They don't like that when I do that to them. I come on and embarrass them every single time. Did we say we were going to do this? Did I say this? Did I say I was going to do this? Did I make an announcement? I just did it, right? Just did it out of nowhere. That's why we just do stuff like that all the time. That's what they don't like. We don't have to rehearse anything. Just throw it up there, get it done, swap a projector, just throw it up there and do it. Did I say anything about doing this? I didn't? Oh, I'm sorry. I usually try to announce these things sometimes. I had no idea I was going to do it myself. I just did it for fun. See, that's what we do. Just do it for fun. Where they got to rehearse, calibrate. Make sure those windows are nice and dark in the background. Hopefully no contrast levels pop up in the middle of the demonstration. Oh, heavens and Murgatroyd. The contrast level pops up in the middle of the screen. Whoo, whoo, whoo. See what happened with that Series C? That stuff went completely gray on you. Now, wait a minute. How would you sell that product if you knew at the end of the day that it was going to do that to begin with? Wouldn't that be fraudulent right there? If it shocked the person who was selling it, then what would that have done to the customer? I need to choke on spit. Really? That scares me when I drink water. I bet you right now they're home doing it's enough to get me to the boiling point. All right, naysayers. You see how amazing this product is? It's legendary. The legendaries are incredible, aren't they? Yep. Run 3 projectors at the same time. I thought we were going to show this thing off. Let's do something crazy. 1 projector? Not good enough. 2? Not good enough. 3? Insane! And I want to get the other plug-in for that one. I want the ultra short throw up there. If you ever, naysayer, buy my screen paint, I'm going to tell you something. When you hook that thing up, I guarantee you, you're going to cry like you've never cried before. All that hatred's going to turn to tears. You're like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And your wife's going to think something bad happened. She's going to run like, oh, you okay? What's going on? You're going to be on your knees, shirt's going to be all soaking wet in the front. Like, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's everything he said it was going to be. Fernando's such a liar. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Too late. You're getting sued anyway. Oh, what do we play next? What do we do? Should we play a movie? Should we play sports? We got 3 screens to play with. What do we do? Oh, let's do something Naysayer can't do. Let's do this right here. Let's go to let's go over here to Starfield Screensaver. Did you hear me? Oh, beautiful colors over there. You can't go to that star though, right? It's like, no, I don't want to go there. Hey, give me what I asked for. Be nice. Starfield Screensaver. Boom. Go Starfield over here. Starfield right there. Gray screen. No, you can't go there. No, you can't go there. Too much darkness. No. You can't go there. No. Let's go over here and let's click out this one. We got that one popping off down there right now. Let's see, we're going to go with this one. I don't even know. I'm kind of going this one. 4K demonstrations OLED. Get something to pop over here. We're getting this one. You on computer on this side? This is why you get your wireless mouse. Got to be running at the end of the day. Let's go over here and let's get 4K snow screensavers. Oh, you heard me. You heard me the first time. There you go. I know you heard me. Summer breeze make me feel fine. Do, 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 do. Bum, 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 bum. 4K snow screensavers. There we go. Let's keep this toasty. Extra toasty, I do say. Now we got for the customer, this is something a gray screen can't do. We want to challenge you on this today. Starfield snow level. Snow levels we know you can read, but snow levels next to Imperial, you would get crushed on it. You already know what those things do. But this is what I need you to do next to the Legacy. I need you to pull that. See that? We can read that with no problem. I can show that all day long. Someone asked me to show me a white level. We challenge you to a white level. There you go. I can do that all day long. Anywhere, any location, I can do that. How about you show me this? Because I've been asking this for a long time. So anyone who has a gray screen and we challenge you in court, we want to see this. But except for now, it's going to be in a courtroom. Or if we send you a letter like, hey, can you show me this in a fully lit environment? I want to see that gray screen fire that off. Oh, let's have a little fun with you here. Let's do this. Starfield Screensaver. Let's get the color one. You can't read the color one. It won't pick up on you. Let that run. We got going up top. We got the white level going up top. We're doing up there. Let's go over here and go and get Starfield screensaver. At one point it kept reading Garfield screensaver, and I'm like, why does it keep saying? But I can understand how it sounds like the same right there. You know what I mean? No, it's not the same. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's all right. You know what? That's all right. Oh, look at the colors on this. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, can you do this? I'm about to embarrass you right now so badly. I do this to you in a courtroom. It's not gonna go well for you. Can you do this? Watch this. At the bottom. Oh no, if I can just come out of this. Some breeze make me goodbye. Starfield screensaver. Now, can you do this? If you notice that each one of these projectors have a different type of contrast. On this technology, it makes no difference what their contrast level is because each one of them can pull an infinity contrast level, which means the P2 projector at a whopping 2 million canvas LG logo pops up next to a house paint and Amazon at 2 million to 1 contrast. We got a projector at 20 bucks, far less than the P2. Do you have any idea how many of these projectors are buy for the price of a P2 projector? Now, is a P2 projector an excellent machine? I'm not putting it down. It does work. Function. It works. It's perfectly fine. The problem is it's short. It's short. It's short. What do you call it? That's a word for it. The way it's cheated when used on a gray and white screen. You cheat that projector's performance capability. There is no way in the world 2 million to 1 system such like that machine and 1.7 billion colors that have ever came out with images that poorly washed out and a contrast so that I couldn't read a basic LG logo. I can read it on each one of these screens. Now, let me show you something that's going to crush you real quick. 4K Snow screensaver. Snow screensaver. Snow screensaver. Let's go to, what's that one at the bottom here? Give me a whole commercial in there. Now, you ready for this butt whipping in court? Because it's what you're about to get. Any projector, I can choose whatever, go in and do this to you all day long. You ready for this? What you say about my product? You said my product was unwatchable? You said that my product came up so dark you couldn't see it? Are you kidding me? Apex has been in multiple locations. The Apex has sat in a freaking restaurant that your freaking ultra shritho high-end projector in a dark apartment couldn't even read a proper color level, and yet we can operate out there. Fernando, I'm also hitting you with several other charges involving the Apex. One of them is actually slandering and harassment on my company of putting out false demonstrations about my technology on YouTube. That's one of the criminal charges we're filing against you on Monday. So you have a lawsuit coming your way for the Apex, and now you have criminal charges added with that. Along with those criminal charges, with copyright infringements, trademark, terroristic threats, doxing, stalking, and also too, and involving other individuals to actually work with you to stalk our company, which you guys will actually be added in with those court documents involving his criminal charges, so we can pursue yours next. It's gonna be a bad day for you, buddy. A bad day for you. Rather than the rest of you, what did you say about my product? You said it in the day. My technology came out so dark you can't even see it. And yet I can operate it on 3 different projectors. When you called me a scammer, you said all my products are scams. Did you not say that? So if you said all of them, that means everything I design is supposed to be a scam, right? That's what you said. And we have Fernando literally in an email saying that. That's the reason why I call him the biggest scammer on YouTube. This is going to cost you guys so much money. You have no idea how bad it's going to be. My lawyers come here and they laugh. At the end of the day, you know why? They're going to kick your behind in court. I'm going to do a multi-screen setup. You know why? For me, it's publicity for me at the end of the day. It's publicity. I can go in there, people see my technology, I get more alignment. And the fact that we back this up in court, you know, trolls, people, how many butts we're going to kick in court, showing how we can back our products up. We're going to make a commercial off this. We're going to show up maybe in the TV where you're sitting in the prison right now for messing with my stuff. Technology is so good, man, people are willing to go to jail for it. We can back this up even in a court of law. That is going to be amazing. We're going to build an empire off the backs of you guys at the end of the day. Sue you, take your money from you, throw you in jail, and make a commercial off you that you basically failed to prove that our product didn't work. Yeah. There we go. Meanwhile, multi-screen setup. Go ahead, do something stupid, because I expect you to do something. I do. In the back of your mind, you're probably thinking about something dumb right now. Go ahead. 3 open cases right now. Go ahead. Knock yourself out. Can't wait to meet you in court. What upsets them and makes them angry to make them do dumb stuff is the fact that I can come out here and do this. The fact that everything you said on your channel, what you said about me, makes you look like nothing more than a troll and a jealous liar. That's what it does. And to retaliate, to try to shut me down, you do, and you break the law, which we collect your stuff and use it against you in court. They take your stuff from you and take your freedom from you. So you have plenty of time, 20 years, to sit in a prison cell and think about all the dumb stuff you did that led to this. And meanwhile, I'm going to be on the beach somewhere chilling, having a ball with your money. Look at how fluffy this guy is. How is it possible for that to be that fluffy? Those of you got those Siberians, oh my goodness. Especially some people got them chunky Siberians, they were chunky with the fur and everything. How can you not basically squeeze those cheeks so thin? How cute that animal is. That animal will kill you, by the way. That's why I said today, animals weren't meant to be like dangerous. They never weren't. They weren't never meant to be dangerous. The world was never meant to be cursed. Just, you know, things went the wrong way and things happen. You walk up on that, you will see the terror of that thing when it basically opens up its mouth. Like, okay. Oh, look at it. It's adorable. I wonder if you actually had, I wonder if anyone's ever done that. Have you ever mixed wolf, Alaskan snow wolf, with, somebody's probably did it already, somebody had to do it already, with husky? That'd be an interesting breed. I mean, they're almost exactly the same. Dog and wolf are actually the same species at the end of the day, technically. One's domestic and one's not. That's like house cat and tiger are the same thing. You give a tiger a box, they play in it just like a cat does. It's super hot in here right now, but you know what? I'm freaking loving this. I'm loving this. I'm loving it. Feeling the burn. I'm feeling the burn. They're feeling the burn because, you know, we make you guys look like liars. So when you go in there, and that's why I wait. I wait, and I give you guys a chance to just talk all the trash you want. I let you build up a big enough lie, and then we come in, we do stuff like this to you, to embarrass you. But even worse, I'm going to take you to court now. Oh, we're doing 2 white levels over here. We need more white levels over here. Why don't we have white levels over here? Over here, over here, over here, over here, over here, over here, over here. Now watch that guy go on his apartment like this is how the product really works. Go ahead. I wish you would. I wish you would, Jamie Fernando Gonzalez. I wish you would. Because the people I got coming to your front door, I'm hiring a marshal to go serve you, buddy. A U.S. Marshal to come to your front door. I can get the process server. He'll be there for the lawsuit. But for the criminal charges, I'm hiring a United States U.S. Marshal to come to your apartment and pin it to your door. And when you get that notice, Fernando, you understand and you just got a private criminal complaint filed against you, too. And if you don't show up, then another set of police officers will come to your front door. And they'll take down the gate if they have to. They will walk up them stairs, knock on your doors, and you're getting handcuffs on you. You're coming to Pennsylvania. Good old-fashioned Pennsylvania. Bum, 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 bum. And when they get me confirmed that you're here, I'm going to walk out there in front of that jail and go, thank you. Yep, because we got you. Now, if you run, and I will hope you don't, I got a bounty hunter that knows you. You all had a nice long conversation about how you feel you're going to kick his behind. He'll be the one hunting you down with 16 of his friends. They're all Marines. He thinks he's freaking Jason Bourne. He doesn't say, I think I'm Jason Bourne. Yeah, good luck, man. You couldn't even make it down the block right now without basically tiring out. You're talking about United States Marines. Yeah, please. He's a bounty hunter. That's the guy Jamie got nasty with on the phone. Talked all this trash here. He's going to kick his behind. Oh, now you got your option now. Now you got your choice. So, I mean, if you want to knuckle up, I mean, he's going to take the badge off and everything and set it to the side, and y'all two can square up. But I don't think you're going to do that. You couldn't even make it to the door with a process server. They ain't going to square with him. Now, look at that right there. Look at those amazing white levels. Fernando will be coming up pretty soon talking about, oh, look, I got the product. It came up looking like this. I wish you would. I'm going to record and document that. We'll see you in court. And we're already from the door. You can't say I'm racist. He's always racist because he's going against me because I'm Mexican. He's trying to say I don't have paperwork. Really? You sent us an email telling us you don't have paperwork. You confessed about a lot of stuff in that email, which we're going to use against you in court. So, yeah, you sent me a confession. So we know you ain't showing up. You're not going to make it there. You're definitely going to bench warrant. Let's put it this way. I'm going to stop saying you're showing up for court. It's not going to happen. We already know it's not going to happen. Enjoy your bench warrant. That's all I can say, because that's what he's going to get. Till then, Legendary is looking absolutely amazing. And for those who sit back and say, I don't want to buy, don't make a difference. Companies buy from us. If we decide, like I said, we have options. Our technology goes where it wants to go. We have a beautiful technology. We have multiple options we can go. Lord already showed us that our product can sell in B2B already. But I would like to see customers get this too, because again, the haters don't speak for all the customers. They feel that they do, but they don't. So if that's the case, then the customers have bought my product. I would never have a promo demonstration of a church showing off our technology. And yeah, you know, that's how that would go. Anyway, customers appreciate our products. It's just the people who don't, you know, it's not for you. Your screens are meant to wash out, being stuck in dark environments. That's for you. Spending money for expensive machines, all that crap. That's your world in the day. My job is to come in and see your demonstrations and laugh for about a half an hour. Like, look at that crap at the end of the day. Is that a candle in the background? Why are there candles back there? Why is the screen? Oh, this is my favorite when they open up, when they do a window demonstration. The curtains will be on this side where the screen's at, but there'll be light on this side over here away from the screen. Oh, y'all gotta stop doing that one. That is hilarious. Or when y'all got the condensed lights, y'all have them pushing these balls of light here and here, nothing striking the screen. Oh, that's a good one right there. I love that. Oh, wait, this is my personal favorite. When you show the screen outside and the projector's off, but it's daytime, and then it's nighttime and the projector's off. Houdini. I swear, that's the funniest thing I've seen. How about you do a demonstration the same time and have the projector on and show us the star field? Now, if I can come out here, let's be frank here, all right? Or George, whatever you want to be today, it's up to you. But anyway, if I can come out here and show you 3 projectors we're paying under $70 for all 3 of them. Nothing's calibrated. Projectors in a fully lit commercial environment, and I can show you a white level on all 3 of these screens. How come you can't do the same by showing me a contrast level in a fully lit environment like I'm doing right now? Well, let's put it this way. You're either going to show me on YouTube or you show me in court. Either way, it's going to be there. Darn it, Mr. Bud. Darn him. Every time we go out there, he's always showing some demonstration, something crazy. And today, unbelievable, 3 projectors set up in a fully lit environment. He showed contrast levels on all 3 screens. And then to top it off, the ending, the icing on the cake, the finale, the fat lady sang. He did 3 screens of white snow on his screen. Oh my goodness. I swear I hate him with such bitterness. I can't stand him. I can't stand him. But yet his screens are so beautiful. It's like a love-hate relationship I have with his screens. I don't know what to do. I'm going to the lab and I'm going to have a bit of air and feel myself as spirits until I become silly and jolly. I can't deal with this day anymore. That's you all day long. You bunch of pansies. I will crush you in court. And I will crush you on YouTube. I'll crush you on any forum site. Any forum site you jump on, I guarantee you. The knowledge I'll speak on there, you couldn't even keep up to me. Look at that over there. Look at that. Oh, by the way, 2200 lumens, which is crazy, right? Projector on the floor is 26, and this one's 4000, but it's in eco mode because we need to burn it that high because that thing generates a ton of freaking hope. We're keeping it in whisper mode, so that one does 25. And you guys are 3000 lumens on an ultra short throw, less than a foot from a screen, and you can't do contrast level for us? Yeah, I thought not. All right, have a little fun here on the Legendary, the new Legendary, the ultimate screen paint. Let's have a little fun here. We got, what's playing? I thought we had all speakers canceled on this thing. Guess not. Let me see. Tron 4K demonstrations. Oh, is he about to do this? Is he about to do this? You know, I try to control myself on camera. I really do. I try my hardest. I do. I do. Trust me, I do. You know, I don't want to do this stuff to people, make these phony products. I try not to. Transformer fight scenes. You know, I try my hardest. I try. I really do. I really do. I try. I do. But, you know, I got to show what I got to show. You know what I mean? Our products are amazing like that. Let's see where we're going here, right here. Trailer from The Robinsons. I like that movie too. The Robinsons were amazing. So we're going to come over here. We're going to commercials and all of these going to pop up. Don't make a difference. Let me see over here. What's this over here? It's a fire stick over here. Let's see what's over here. The Transformers running over there. Let's get the big screen over here. Here. Let's get it over here. Let me see. We're over here. Let's go over here. Now you see this, gentlemen? See the embarrassment? See what I had to do to you? I tried my hardest not to do this to you. I did. I tried. But, you know, when I have a product this amazing at the end of the day, that I can watch three movies in my environment, in a fully lit environment, whatever watching about the screen, washing out or fading any given time. Look at that. Look how amazing that is. When we bring out a technology like the Legendary, it is going to break the mold at the end of the day on demonstrations on what it can do. And screen size, Mr. Raptor, has nothing to do with this. Because again, if I even drop you at a screen size that's roughly under 40 inches, even 10 inches, you can't pick up a contrast level. Explain that to me in court. When we get to court, by the way, like I said, we know where you're at. But explain to me in court how in the world that a gray screen, even at 100 inches to 200 inches, or any size we choose, can read a star field. Explain to me how that one works. Somebody is stuck in the land of make-believe, and he didn't take the trolley to work. You see that right here, gentlemen? You see this right here? We're watching 3 movies at the same time. Look at that. We got dark levels popping off here, Transformers over here, got kids movies over here. This is when we set up our showroom. This is the stuff we're going to be doing in our showroom. That's the stuff we're going to be doing in our showroom. Showing people that we got 3 screens running at the same time. People are used to spending money for expensive projectors. They're used to spending like thousands and thousands of dollars for expensive machines. And we're going to the price tag running each one of them. This is what each one of these machines cost me. You know what that does? It changes the game. It does. No longer do you have to hear that nonsense that you have to be on a 4K projector. These are all 720p machines. You have to spend the money for 4K. You have to be stuck in forced and dark environments. You have to calibrate. Bull crap, bull crap, bull crap, bull crap, bull crap. We don't do it. And for them to try to shut us down, let's try to make false accusations. False accusations now going to cost you millions of dollars and a lot of time off your lifespan for talking too much trash. That's where that's going to get you out of the courtroom. So you know, those of you who've never had my product and you did those false demonstrations, you know what's about to happen to you. You're about to get that butt whipping. That good old-fashioned butt whipping. You know when your mother says go pick a switch? You know you're going to get it when they say pick a switch. That's kind of a cruel punishment at the end of the day. You got to literally pick out, been to that before. You got to pick out the switch to whip your behind. That's jacked up. That's psychological damage right there. But anyway, whatever. That's what they did back then. But that's what you're going to do. You're going to pick that switch. Pick it. You know what I mean? Because you're going to get crushed in court. So look at this. Look at this. How beautiful this technology is. Look. We got 3 movies playing off in here. 3 movies. Do I sound excited? Yeah, I'm excited. I love what I do for a living. I love what I do for a living. So, match and better challenge. Mind, we got a lot on the screen before we actually leave out of this building. You know it's going to be something epic we were going to do, right? Something crazy. Match and better challenge. I'm expecting to see these done. All right? All right. All right. And to the customers, as you can see, this is why we have the most superior, best screen paints on the product that can be backed up. anywhere. And pretty soon we're going to be safe, even in the courtroom. Whew, man, I love my job. I love what I do. 3 movies at the same time. I think I'm going to watch football on this side. I'm going to watch a movie on this side. I'm going to game on this side. As a matter of fact, I can do that right now. Let's see, we got this hooked up to the PlayStation over here. I think I'm going to do some Pac-Man over here. I don't just say it, people. I do it. I don't say it. I do it. Let's go pop over here. Boom. Got a little Pac-Man popping up over here. I was just doing some Dragon Balls here for a minute over there. Right there. See over here. I can't do movies over here because we won't get in trouble on that one. Let's do, what's on this side right here? Football highlights. Let's do some football highlights on here. Can you imagine this being your man cave at the end of the day? If you have, I have setups where I've had 4 projectors in one room. One is actually done for the big screen to fill the whole screen out, which we have there sitting on the table. Then I have multiple projectors. So that means I can change my projectors at will. If I want to watch 235.1, I have a projector click on for 235.1 to watch widescreen movies. If I want to switch over to 16:9, I can switch over that for some gaming or some other applications. I got multi-screen setup. That's why people paint the whole wall. That's why they do it. Because they can bring and do multiple projectors. If you want your kids to just chill out, you don't want them to close the screen, get a Pico projector, lay it right up next to the screen. They can sit there and they can watch their movies. Oh, by the way, we want to do that. We want to take a Pico projector, put it right on top of the screen, take a gray screen, show a star field, you don't read jack. It don't make a difference. You can't read on any of these machines. See this baby right here? This is absolutely useless to you. You don't work on this machine. So if I take this and I stick that right next to that screen and I put your great sample next to that, are you going to read a star field? Absolutely not. Okay, then why in the world would I use that on your machine, in your screen paint? None of this will work. Oh, let's go over here. I want to check out some fishies over here. I'm going to do a little Pac-Man over here. Let's see what we got going on over here. That's a PlayStation? No, PlayStation's right here. These all mixed up all the time. I can do my work on here. I got my PC running off here right now. Now, keep in mind to the customers, never feel at the end of the day that we're belittling you in any way whatsoever. These, when I talk in this particular tone like this, I'm just going to recognize this is for naysayers. We get people to come on our channel and they talk a lot of trash. That's for you. And for our customers in the day, we come and explain to you like, look, there's no hassle, easy paint, easy apply, ultra short though compatible, doesn't require expensive projectors, there's no calibrate, post 100% contrast, so perfect color balance, can operate in fully lit environments, can operate outside with some projector mapping applications. Do I not back it up? Yes, I do. And for companies, well, they already know what we do. They research us. Oh, yeah. It's what we do. It's what we do. It's what we do. Let's get some football highlights over here. Yeah. Bam. Now, you imagine if you have this in your man cave, you can watch 3 games at the same time. You can watch a game over here, which is the game you're actually watching. You can watch a game over the highlights, whatever game that led to this game right here. You can watch baseball on this side. You can watch football on this side. You can watch hockey on this side. You can switch it up any different direction you want. Say there's a movie showing and you want to watch the movie, but it's at the same time the game's on. You can watch them both at the same time. Or your wife can come in and chill with you. She can get a chair. She can watch on one side. You can watch on the other side. You can just have a ball with this. We can do portrait mode on this. With this projector right here costs $50. You can do portrait mode on these things at the end of the day. Portrait mode. Wow. Did we not do what we do? Did we not do what we do? Oh, wait. Come back. I was playing that. What was over here? Now we got it mixed up on here. This side over here. So we do right here. Got a little transformers going over there. Got a little sports going over here. Got a little gaming over here. I don't need to do the tutorial. I'm good. Let me see. Let's get. Oh, I'll take this one. Now, mind you, can't express this enough. I keep saying it over again. They hate it when I say this. Naysayer hates this when I say this. If you have ended up in that bag at the end of the day, I just want to let you know that we are going to sue the daylights out of you because, you know, you made statements that weren't true about my product. You know how hard I work to make a good product so my customers can have something that they can basically be proud of, not some washed out screen on an overpriced high-end ultra short though projector nonsense. I mean, they get the option to either take the screen outside, they get the option to be able to pick up beautiful contrast levels for gaming application, movie applications, sports applications, whatever they want. Easy process to paint, convert just about anything you want into a high performance projection screen. You know how much work that takes at the end of the day, how many hours I have to push to do that? And then you guys come on there and do these fake demonstrations against my product to make me look like I'm a bad person. So when I get you in court, keep in mind, you remember you said a trigger? You don't know what trigger is when I get you in the courtroom. I don't say much at the end of the day. I will smile at you a lot to let you know you're screwed, but I'm going to sue you for millions and millions and millions of dollars. And not only that, I'm going to make sure you're locked up for so long that the only way you're getting out of there is in a casket. I'm dead serious. I'm really going to hit you hard in that courtroom. We want to make sure you never get out. Because you did some stuff you shouldn't have did. And some of you want to insult my family members. I mean, come on. How cheesy do you have to be at the end of the day to stalk a man's family because you're mad over paint? You wanted to break the law. That shows you how jealous they were. They were willing to break the law because they're upset because my product is better than theirs. Trying to use intimidation, trying to use threats, all that stuff. Everything they tried at the end of the day to try to bring my company down. And now it's my turn. So when I tell you at the end of the day, you're going to spend the rest of your life in the prison system, I am not joking. You are going to spend the rest of your life in the prison system. Do you see what I'm doing here? I'm going to do this in front of a judge. Let's do this. I can do any application I choose. All because they were jealous over my work. And Fernando, you being the biggest one of them all, oh man, I am so looking forward to you receiving those bench warrants. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. I'm following 2 of these charges against you. We have one we're following separate because of the copyrights. One for trademark, for touching people's personal information without permission. We're charging you for that. I also contacted 2 of the companies that did reach out to me about you, letting them know what our plans are with you, and also 2 for touching my copyrights. You touched my cube multiple times, so I'm taking you to court for that. Second criminal complaint is for terroristic threats, harassment, cyber crimes, doxing addresses, slander against my products, slander against the Apex technology. Then we have another lawsuit coming up for $12,000 for you. But that's not the worst of it. Once you're in jail, I'm going to hit that building hard with a bunch of attorneys, and we're going to hit that guy for millions of dollars. We're taking the building. And anything else we can get our hands on, which means any of his properties and other properties, we're hitting that too. If he has a house, we're hitting that too. If he has cars, we're hitting that too. We're going to clean his clock at the end of the day. Because this mess you did on that channel, and he doesn't know about this nonsense, we think he does. Because he blurred the videos. He blurred the addresses. That's how we know he knows about the activity in the unit. So they're going to hit him with everything they got. And we can get it. You know why? Because he falsified a document. You don't actually have because you stated in the email you don't have paperwork. And everything you have is under someone else's name. So if your wife is undocumented, that's a big, big problem. They're going to figure all that out. Plenty of time to dig through all that. And meanwhile, like I said, if you don't show up, you'll be here in Pennsylvania. Yep. So I'll see you in court. Alter and change, if you know what I mean. You know you got already from the door. It's one thing when you go into the system, you don't waves. Guy gave himself waves in the court. Already messed up with some people in my family. So he's scared. And you should be, because you went and lied. And you believed, he really believed at the end of the day that someone told him that if he committed any crimes here in the U.S., they were just going to deport him back to Mexico. No, they're not. You got to pay for those crimes. We got to pay for crimes. Any one of us. Any of us walk into a bank and do something stupid, go to jail. We know how it works. So why do you feel at the end of the day that you come over here and you do something, the worst is going to happen, you'll send you back over there. So what, you can run around and be free over there and not do anything? What, people over here suffer from your actions? No. Oh, heck no. Heck no. You're going to do time here first. And then they're going to deport you. But the problem with you today, you did so much stuff, you're never going to get back. So I can't wait. I can't wait to this reaction on YouTube when he sits there and says, oh, yeah, Marshall just showed up. I got a letter, and I got to appear in court. By the way, you're going to have to hire a public defender to defend your criminal complaint. So you are going to have to get an attorney. See, this is what happens when you go out and you make false accusations about having lawyers all the time, Fernando. And now you're caught in a situation where you're actually going to have to get an attorney. And the problem you have is if you don't have proper documents, you don't have a state ID, you can't get an attorney because they require that. So let's see if you get an attorney. See, all your lies, everything you said, all coming out in the open now. And keep in mind, we against you too, on top of that. Oh, man. Let's see. Jealousy, man. Jealousy over work. They're judging like, man, you go through, we did this kind of stuff we do. At the end of the day, these haters, at the end of the day, they're so sad. They're going to throw their life away at the end of the day. And I'm going to be up there on the beach enjoying your money, enjoying my money, relaxing with my family, and you're going to be in prison. You didn't do nothing to me. Nothing. Nothing happened at all. Because you know why? Protected by Jesus Christ, you serve the devil. This is what happens when you serve Satan. I learned that the hard way, man. When I was sitting up there in the system, I said, man, the person I was supposed to go get, the last person, nothing happened to him. Oh, by the way, he's Christian. That's why I couldn't touch him. But nothing happened to him. Not a thing. And here I am sitting up there doing all this crazy time, and this person, nothing happened to him. Period. I know what that feels like in the day. That's what you're about to go through. You're about to walk a mile with my shoes pretty soon. Man, it's not pretty. Oh, we got all of the transformers going on over here. I'm freaking loving this setup, man. I love the multi-screen displays, man. Because sometimes I want to watch something and game at the same time, but I can't because I got a one screen. I got the screen over here, but then I got to watch over here because it's over here. The angle can be off here. I can still see it, but still, I want to be to see it over there. See right there? I can watch all of them at the same time. I freaking love this stuff. Oh, man. And we're in a fully lit environment, people. Fully lit environment. Now, some people say, Mr. Bird, you got the blockers. I'm going to pull the blockers off. And it's still going to operate. It's look amazing. I was in here for one freaking year at $24,000 in the ceiling before I realized I could get these things. I didn't even know these things even existed. I spent a year in here working with this stuff. Man, talk about heat, man. I can understand why people say it's hot under stadium lights. I never could understand that term. Like, why is it hot under the lights? Well, I get it now. The lights give off a lot of freaking heat. They got a halo system fired up in here at the same time. Oh, we're going to do a screen submerged underwater today, too. Another challenge for you screen paint goers out there who make these products and claim your products can do all what we do it today. We're going to do submerged underwater. There we go. I can do my thing underwater. All right, let's come on out of here. I'm coming out of here. We're done for the day. Something I got to take care of. I'll come back and do some demonstrations on this. Got some business I have to conduct today. Kadoosh. Boop, boop, boop. Hope you enjoyed. Yes, the new technology is available on our website with free shipping. All shipping is free. We don't charge you for any form of shipping at all, period. I've never charged for shipping. That's why I was upset about not being able to ship over to my overseas customers. I didn't like the fact that how they made it. I don't even know how they even started because it was never an issue. Never. I've been shipping free shipping overseas for years. Never had that issue. And when they told me they couldn't track a tracking number, I was like, what in the world is this kind of banal nonsense? So we couldn't ship overseas. And I like shipping overseas, man. Every time I ship overseas, I always get to meet some person and some country, something different. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool when you get to talk to people from other countries and stuff. And these people would share like cool information. One guy was showing me videos of basically different areas and showing live videos and different. I do the walkthrough Japans all the time. And he was literally showing me this. I was like, wow. See, I like that. I like having my overseas customers. There's so much I learned from you guys. But you know, when they did that, that sucked because at the end of the day, can't track a package. We can't figure out where that. You can't even figure out where it's at. So now that we have the express shipping, not only do you get the item now a little faster, but we pay for that. You don't pay for anything when it comes to the express shipping. We can ship 150-inch, like this technology you're seeing right here, to your front door, free shipping, and express at that. Then we can track those numbers, and you can track those numbers. Even most companies at the end of the day, if they got to been charging you and they get free shipping, and then they know they had to spend a little bit more money for express, they're going to take it out of you. They're going to say, well, we got to charge you a little bit more money, or we're going to make you pay a surcharge fee where you got to pay like $20 of it. We don't do it. We take it right out of our pocket. And we've been giving you shipping for free. We're going to keep on giving you shipping for free. If I can't give it to you, then I'm not going to sell it to you. Because at the end of the day, I like to give free shipping to my customers. They got enough they got to pay for already. You know what I mean? The least we can do is pay for the shipping. That's why I do perks like free LED lights. Because, you know, you got some people want to do LED lights sometimes. That's nice to have a little perk and open up your screen. You got LED lights you can add to that. One point we were giving away free sound bars. We gave away free paint sprayers. A lot of people don't know where to get paint sprayers from, so we're giving away for free. We had kits that came with everything. We might go back to doing like an ultimate movie kit. Actually, I want to do it. I've been dying to do one with a mini popcorn machine so badly. But anyway, so we give away free stuff. They ever give you free stuff? No, they don't give you free stuff at all, period. They can't even get the freaking screen to operate. So that's what I said, man. All this phony crap at the end of the day. Look, people, gentlemen, at the end of the day, if you feel naysayers that my product doesn't work, then sign our contract. Meet us in court. Or if not, we'll drag you into a courtroom. Either way, you're going. Doesn't make a difference. You can quicken the process. Let's sign and let's go right now. But you're not, because you're afraid at the end of the day. So we'll just basically they'll figure out where you're at. You're in an open investigation right now with the police investigators, and right now some of you with postal inspectors. They'll figure out where you're at, and then once all that's done, I can't obtain the information. My attorney will obtain the information, and we'll take it to court and we'll sue you. So either way. I wonder what our weather's going to be. It's different. Allentown is interesting because we live near the trees. You come in, it's one way. You come back out, it's another way. Everything changes so fast down here. Climate changes quick down here, really quick. It's like being on top of the mountains. That's one thing I got to get used to, the air. Air is a little different up here than it is in Philly. I do like Philly. Nothing would change my mind about Philly. I love Philly. I love Philadelphia. I do. Philadelphia is regardless. I don't care. People say it's far. I don't care at the end of the day. I love Philly. That's my place at the end of the day. I love Philly. I miss Philly. Every time I see, and you call me a punk if you want, I don't care. But every time I see my beautiful skyline, I cry. I love Philly. Anywhere I moved in Philly, I had to see that skyline. That skyline's a part of me. I had to see it. And when they're talking about moving way out in the country, I was literally going to pay the money. I am going to do it now. I'm paying the money to a building. There's a building over that sits right there. I'm paying them to rent out a little spot, a corner of the building, so I can put a high-powered CCM camera out there so I can see my city. So when I'm basically up here, I always see my beautiful city right there in the comfort of my home. I'm actually asking it's a company up there, so I can rent out a section, like a little square, I can put my camera there. I want to point it at my city, so I can see my city 24/7. I love Allentown. I love Allentown. You know what I mean? That'd be pretty cool if I can get one. Oh, you can do that, but they don't have it at the city. They have it in different areas. Man, if I can get a camera from every place in the world, from the city skyline, and have it projected, oh, that'd be sick. That'd be sick. We use it on the visual walls we got coming out. All right, people, I hope you enjoyed this demonstration. I did. We always do something different. Every time we turn on the camera, I try to do something different. Unfortunately, we won't be doing streams anymore. After the end of this month, we are moving to a new facility. We've been blessed to be able to get, contract deal, hook somebody up to hook us up. That's what I like about business, man. At the end of the day, what you got. How can we hook each other out? Let's work out something together. We can basically work together. I like that kind of stuff at the end of the day. So, yeah, we got a building. Can you imagine the technology that people claim didn't work literally got us a building? Because that's what we're actually putting into this guy's stores and stuff. It's a little free trade-off. We get this building and we can alter and change the building and stuff like that. Oh man, it's freaking insane. What they want, I figured pretty much we keep it up with the ad tech and everything else and everything. I think probably in a year we'll get it. Or basically your trolls will pay for it one way or another. But I want to buy that building. It's beautiful. I like it. So I told him I am interested in buying it. So yeah, he said he'll give me a little fair price for it. But right now, it's ours. So end of the month, we'll be leaving. I ain't got nothing here to pack up and go. I'm going to pack up. Literally, everything else I can just throw in the truck. I ain't got nothing here at all. The desk, not mine. The chair, not mine. Wastebasket, not mine. That's it. The only thing I do is just put everything in a big can. The only thing I'm paying for is a special pod system for my my cardboard scarf, which I don't want them to get damaged. And that's pretty much it. We don't have nothing here. That's why I don't buy furniture, because everyone would go poof. So that's the end of the day. I got to make it down to the post office on Monday. I got the rest of Williams mail. Yeah, Williams, you got mail down there. I got to eat it for something. Your stuff right now is in evidence. So, it's going to happen. Yeah, his stuff, that brick, all that stuff is in there. The naked postcards and all that, his fingerprints on all that stuff at the end of the day. Yeah, it's in there. We can't get it back. It's in evidence. You know what's going to happen to you, right? You do. We know how it works. You know what's going to happen to you. It's going to be evidence that's used against you in court, which means you're going to be going to court for that. And meanwhile, you still have to worry about the post office inspectors because they're going to take you to court for what you did. That's not going to look good for the building. And the building neglected that? So let me get this straight real quick. The building neglected 37 transcripts that was sent to them warning them about the activity of Mr. Williams and followers, and they neglected it to now that it's in criminal investigation, that the stuff he was sending that has the building's address on it, and in there, one of those postcards, Williams, has your address of your apartment number, which I marked in yellow writing so they could find it easier. And you mean to tell me they neglected that? Plus, there's a federal post office inspector involved in this, and they neglected it. So now you can see why we're going to get a whopping $10 million out of your building, including suing every one of your managers for roughly $250,000 to $500,000 for neglecting the claims that we told them that you were a very dangerous individual and you need to be removed. Your caseworkers were never notified. No one was notified. They swept it under the rug. They ignored it. On top of that, Mr. Williams, you were sending half-naked pictures to an apartment where kids were at. Now, that's not going to look good for the building, especially when you have a building where there's kids in the building. That's going to make tenants extremely upset. It's almost like you know a person's a pedophile, but yet you're going to ignore that people are telling them that, yeah, he's watching our kids, and they ignore it. That means you're reliable for neglect. That's where we're going to get them for. My sister's also opening a lawsuit in this building also, too. So, yeah, she's going to get rich. I'm going to get rich. And you're going to pay for my Q8, $150,000 limo. That being said, well, yeah, I'm just going to push that right back into the company. Oh, I got a couple of people I've met in the field that do donations. So I want to put a donation for feeding the hungry and stuff like that. Yeah, help the people out. That's what we do. But until then, this technology is now available. Going to put out some matching better challenges for the rest. And yeah, I'm going to have some fun with this. Did I put the phone on the charger? Was it on the charger? It wasn't on the charger the whole entire time, right? Oh. You can put it on a quick charge. I'm not recording anything today. I'm not going anywhere today. I got to go someplace today to check on something. I got to go find some outlets and make sure they have outlets up there. I have no idea why I didn't check on that to see that outlets. I got to run all this stuff through. It's a pretty easy setup to do. It's a really easy stuff. To mount the screens and all that stuff, easy to do. It's just have to make sure there's outlets there. We can run them together, hide all those cables and stuff. I don't feel like doing a long cable run from A to B. I had to make sure there's an outlet there to run all this stuff in. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to get out of here. Hope you enjoyed. Screen paint's on the website. And with those who order it, thank you so much. On top of that, you're going to enjoy it. It's a very amazing product. We're going to be doing some more demonstrations on a multi-setup pretty soon. I got to come out and do some work. Something I got to get done real quick. I think I want to do an all Epson setup. Ugh. All Epson projectors. I'll leave that one on. That one stays on at the bottom because that's his setup. That's for him. Mr. Bean. That's his. It's a heat monger. Which he came out better because now he has, that one has 2 fans on it that pushes out 10 times more heat than the ViewSonic. So now he's happy over there. He's enjoying it. All right, people. Thank you so much. Got to go. Thank you for your time and God bless.